points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw now, Shuck. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw is Shuck. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And Tommy Adebawore able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Carolina.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now.
Panthers 13.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Gets around him. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. We'll get that complete to Vele. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Shuck. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals wideout. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the Eagles quarterback. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. The Eagles keep their playoff hopes alive. They move back to 500 at 7-7 with the win. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the Bills quarterback. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Bills get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that's a nice one for the stat line, by the way. That last grab is 50th on the year.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For number 10, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Shuck. He sets up the screen to Jones. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency. penalty breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 9.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Get in the end zone. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent. Right there on 3rd down, like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Logan Woodside, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. On play action, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Shuck now to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Young will set to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
At the Saints' 33-yard line.
Young to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15. It's him on the doorstep, first and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
He gets it to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll go play action with Shuck. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
10 yards to go.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's second and inches.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now second and 9. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. To throw is Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hill. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.